Welp, just found out where the enemy's base is. Now, time for griefing. Just gotta set up a camp over here, like a safe distance away. Target spotted. Getting ready to fire as soon as when the timer goes down. Firing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire in the hole! Yep, that's right. I got a CO2 cannon in Minecraft. Like I showed too, that like off like an earlier version of this thing, like in one of my previous videos. And, okay, what I'm doing is I'm using I'm like using both the powers of the infestation potion and the wind charge potions. You know, like okay, great too, like a ton of like compressed air in the back, like launching the wither at supersonic speeds. But the previous version, that was like Mark, what was it again? It was like Mark 15, I think. Yeah, this one's Mark 34. Yep, so if it isn't obvious, I'm busy. Okay, first, so let's just get to like the improvements of this thing. First off, the first improvement, and now it has a range of about 550 blocks. Like, yeah, to put into perspective how far away that is, let me fly that whole distance. Yeah, it's already pretty obvious that it's pretty far. Like, keep going. Just keep going until I get to the target area. Ah, boo, it's hard to even make this funny now because it takes so freaking long. Yep. But yeah, it's like, if it isn't obvious, that is a huge improvement. It means you don't have to be anywhere near someone to hit them. Another thing is, too, though, this thing is now so much easier to operate. Like, before, too, though, you had to, like, be flicking, like a lever over here and, like, pressing these two buttons and yada, yada, yada. That was a mess. But now, though, all you gotta do to fire it is press this while drinking, like, the weakness potion. You know, like, okay, an in-game 4-minute timer for you. And then, as soon as when it's all ready, just press that button in the back. It's that easy. Like, okay, like, you could just fire off a wither, like, it was so much, like, it was so little effort. Another thing is, too, though, is that, okay, like the firing mechanism for this thing, like, how you actually push all the silverfish down there to get splashed by the wind charge potion, it is way more reliable now. Because before, too, it had, like, a big problem that would often, like, kind of clog. Like, like, the silverfish just wouldn't all fall down in that little spot. But now, that's super easy, barely an inconvenience. Like, these water streams I specifically engineered, like, to push the silverfish just right to center. Like, they could do, like, my tutorial, but then it's like, remove, too, like, the whole lever thing to turn it on and off. And, have a water stream up here, just like a little rod in the middle, almost like kind of funnels it, like around that center point there. And fall straight into here, just waiting to be fired. Another thing I found, too, though, that is, like, deceptively easy to fire short-range shots with this thing. Like, before, too, though, it's like, launching withers with TNT, I'd have to, like, have a whole separate system, like, in order, to stop that TNT, like, some, like, dispensers from dispensing TNT. But in this case, though, no, I just gotta wait a little less time. You know, it's like, short-range shots will be a little more rapid, too. Because it's like, you just press this button, and then just drink, a potion with a shorter, a shorter length it lasts. After those 45 seconds are done, then you're ready to fire. It's so incredibly intuitive. Oh, and on top of that, also, I got, how many actually? I don't remember those. Oh, right, about 8 dispensers, all able to, shift the aim, so the wither can land, in all those different locations. in total, even with just like, oh, this long range white potion and short range timer here, on top of all these dispensers, I can target, how many was it actually? I don't remember. Alright, about 16 different locations. Oh, wait, not including the center fire shots either, though. So in reality, that's 17 different. Why, yeah, I can, like, bombard so many different areas. The accuracy of this thing's also a bit better, too, though. Because it's like, okay, like, before, why the wither would often fall off, like, not hit the target by about, what was it again? Oh, yeah, like 30 blocks. As opposed to now, where, okay, you can get within about 11 blocks of precision. I admit it's still not pinpoint, like, you're not always just gonna, like, instantly pop their totem, like, with every shot. But I mean, hey, by comparison, during World War I, artillery, like, often missed by like 100 meters. But yeah, it was still the deadliest weapon during the war. It doesn't have to be precise, especially considering even if it doesn't directly hit them, they've still got like a wither like right next to them that's also invisible. Those things are hard enough to fight on Bedrock to begin with, let alone when you can't even see it. Yep, that accuracy was achieved too, though, due to, like, okay, like, two different factors. First off, there's, like, less space, for the withered, like, all the silverfish falling down to actually kind of, like, fall into. You know, it's like, oh, okay, there's more, like, precision here. First off, I patched up, like, that hole in the back. Now it's like, okay, just, like, the redstone flowing under the glass there. Why, next up, I extended down too, though, like, okay, these, like, fences, admittedly, it does reduce the range a little bit, but in exchange, you have better accuracy, which is, like, arguably the most important part. And the thing is, you still get more range out of this over the previous design. Things like, okay, the more like, reliable, an efficient, mechanism to transport the silverfish, who cares? And on top of better timings for both the pistons and the dispensers down here at the bottom. Oh, and also, like, removing too, like, okay, being able to turn the water on and off because it's not necessary anymore. Yeah, removing that whole system makes this thing so much easier to build. It's like, there's no dispensers to hook up behind here, or there, or any of these water source blocks. It also makes things a little more compact, too. So it's like, this is way easier, this is a lot quicker to build now, and less confusing. Oh, on top of that, like, the water source blocks are more efficient also, because first off, I removed the stairs with the leaf blocks at the back here. So there's no nits and crannies those silverfish can squirm into, you know, it's like, working with those things, it's almost like quantum physics, the tiniest variables affect it. Oh, and, well, sadly, I couldn't make 2 leaf blocks work for this one, I was able to get, honestly, pretty much the exact same result, just by putting 2, like, a stair above, like, what was it again, a wall down here. So it's like, okay, the wall's hitbox extends, like, higher up than a normal blocks, meaning there is no hole there. It's just one solid white hitbox that they can't crawl into. In conclusion, I managed to make artillery the king of battle. Now, have fun using it against your friends.